Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel for some more coaching subscribers. Today we have some gold gameplay from the boy Koa. Koa, how's it been, man? How you been?
All good, all good. Thanks
Perfect.
for having me.
I got you, man. I got you, bro. Nice to speak to you again, man. So last time I think we went through, what map was it? Was it Karachi again, or I can't remember. It's off my head.
It was Karachi.
I thought so. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that rings a bell. Perfect. So this time going to be Karachi Hardpoint. You guys know the drill. Sit back, relax when you're breaking down the boy Koa's gameplay. Get ready to get roasted, Koa, because we've had a session before. So if I find any similar mistakes, I'm going to make sure I repeat them to you. Why are we still making the same thing, okay? Now I'm trolling. I know that a lot of things take time, so don't even stress about it. Let's see how it goes. Starting off, you're going to go through. You have actually switched to the controller like you just said to me. So I know there's going to be a few mechanical issues and maybe a small mechanic gap that we can obviously get better with time. But for now, let's go through and see what the play is, okay? Starting off with the main AR. Well, I say main AR, you have an AR in your hand. You're not a submachine gun. You have an AR right now. So first things first is just about setting up in those power spots. If you're going to sit in the hill, I'm okay with that. I just think one thing you want to do, especially early game, especially in a scenario like this, right? If I'm the opponent, I'm actually very happy with this scenario. There's 3 of you in the hill, right? You kind of... Are you solo queue right now? Yeah, you're solo queue.
Yeah.
So you're finding yourself in a scenario like this where you're in a hill, you have your other 2 people in the hill, and I think there's one behind. Yeah, so this is your current setup right now. Like, if you just look at it from a far view, this just looks like a really poor setup. The reason why is because you have to remember there's 0 trophy systems right now. So the opponents, if they have 2 people out of 4 chucking grenades over to the hill, which is very likely, all they have to do is hit a grenade in this proximity, 2 of them, and they get a 3-piece, okay? So starting off, you've got to be very careful of that initial grenade, the initial equipment. And while I'm on that point, I think you as well, I'm going to let it play for a little bit, but I think right now you should 100% be utilizing the equipment. And you're already seeing the problem of this setup. Let's go back a little bit. So the first thing I would say is before you even get to this spot, right? If you're going to just rush in, there's maybe 2 main corridors or areas you need to watch out. Obviously, there's more, but the 2 main areas I would say is this alleyway here, okay, and that includes this jump up, and then this alleyway here, and that includes red, okay? So 2 main entrances and then 2 kind of side entrances. So what I think you should be doing there is being like, right, I need to be using my stun and nade there because you need to be stopping them from pushing you. Right now, the problem is you're sitting on the floor, you're just allowing the pressure. So if I'm the enemy right now, I can do this, right? I can collapse one through here, 1 through here. Maybe 1 goes through, maybe 2 go through here. As soon as they kill number 3, you guys get collapsed on then the hill. So that's what we got to be careful of, right? And try not to be in a position where you're getting collapsed in the hill. We never want to be in this scenario. So you go through, you get some good shots off. But this is the gunfight where I'm going to say, you won it, good stuff from you, but you shouldn't have won it. Like, he should have killed you here. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
Yeah? So this is the gunfight with, okay, good skill. You won your fight, but he should have killed you. And we're trying to get to a point where you don't have many of those, right? We want you to die when there's, like, for example, you know, 1v3 on a hill. Just random stuff where, okay, it makes sense that you died. That was a little bit difficult. So going through again, equipment, something I'm going to keep on referring to because you've still got hold of your stun and nade here. I'm okay with you staying down on the hill. I think it's just about maximizing your effectiveness here. So me personally, I don't like being on the hill and laying down. The reason why is because I feel like if you're laying down on the hill, you're kind of just leaving your teammates in a 3v4 and hoping for the best, right? Now, obviously you're soaking time, but if your team all dies, that's kind of irrelevant. So me personally, I'm a big fan of head glitch in the hill and just watching over a lane. So right now is a perfect example. The guy, I saw him in a second, that's why I rewinded it, but I expected this. Your teammate is now watching in front of you. This is where minimap awareness comes into hand, okay? Right now, you should be looking at the minimap and thinking, okay, what is empty right now? Well, behind me is empty. So that's one problem. But my teammate's probably going to spawn there. There you go. My teammate spawns there, okay? So before this, I would be thinking about that. Oh, behind me is empty, but my teammate's going to spawn there. So where else is empty? Well, the left side, they could come through there. My teammate has the top. He might not have the bottom lane. So my teammate has the top church, right? But he might not have this cut here. And red is empty. So there's 2 areas empty. Same thing. Chuck a stun here. Watch your red. It's just about maximizing your efficiency. But right now, look what you're doing. You're pre-aiming exactly where your teammate's pre-aiming. Okay? To his defense, if you're behind him, you should be able to see what he's pre-aiming. Okay? So your duty right now, having more information, should be to look to the right and watch this guy. And that's just a small example of mini-map awareness. Same thing. You go down. Although it's good that you're staying alive, you've now left your teammate in a 2v1. Again, I expect him to die here. There you go. I expect him to die there because the pressure's on him. You've basically left him in a 2v1. Now, what I think would have been so much more beneficial... By the way, you've still got 25 seconds here, and look how many points I've pointed out. Because for me, you're doing okay, but your enemies are playing really poorly, okay? I'm trying to prepare you for this next level of games where you go up against the better players. So right now, if you see, you're standing. I would love for you to watch red right now. To be honest, I would even love for you to rotate. Even if you rotate through the left, start making a play. But I'm okay with this. Just watch red right now, and then you get this kill. Because right now, if you pre-aim him on the head glitch, I think you get that kill, okay? You get that kill, you slow them down, you guarantee the next 15, you start to rotate. But now look what happens. Your teammate dies, the guy's on the hill, you're now fighting him from an even more difficult angle, and now you're trying to push the guy in hill. It's just a bit mixy, you die, and you can just see it's just not very... It's not very convincing to me. Like, you guys won the fights. I honestly think the enemy team played it really, really poorly, okay? 40 seconds left. You probably should have died maybe 3 times there. Now, fair play for staying alive. I'll give you credit where credit's due. Good stuff there. But I don't want to see you be alive with your equipment after a whole hard point. Because what that tells me is equipment's not a priority for you. Okay? So going through. Now, my thought process here is right. Let's kind of have a look at the setup. So as we go through the P2 setup, you guys did a fantastic job of holding P1. Although I had some criticisms, overall you did a great job, okay? Going into the P2 right now, let's just have a think before we even get there of what the setup's going to be. So you're going through into red. Now right now I can see your teammate is going through here. Your other teammate, it looks like he's on the top window here. So this guy's bottom P5, just so we know, reference. This guy's bottom, the other guy, you're on top, and you're going to be in the window here. What this tells me straight away is the opponents, they are putting no pressure on the map, okay? They are putting 0 pressure right now. They should have had the spawns, they should have had the setup where, to be honest, they should have had some red control. And this shows you how important red is. So what this tells me, just from this setup right now, is that they're going to be very, very, very compact on the setup. I'm actually expecting a setup maybe like this. Okay? Something along the lines of this. I might expect someone top AC, but this is how I'm expecting the setup. I think it'll be very narrow. I think a minimum of 3 people around the hill. And I'm getting that based off the mini-map, okay? So right now, if I'm you, I'm thinking, okay, again, I've still got my equipment. Not sure I should have it, but it's okay, I've got it. My first thought is, right, where's the #1 area of danger? For me, it's going to be top AC. So I'm potentially shouldering the window just to scout it, make sure no one's there. And then from there, I'm kind of going through and seeing what we can work with. So let's see what happens with you here. So you're going to go through. Going to go across. So I like this from you, watching over. And there you go. We see 2 people minimum. Like I thought there'll be at least 3. There's at least 2 there. And what I'm seeing from the opponents is just really, really poor setups, okay? So this is a game where if I'm watching this, I'm like, right, Koa, this should be a walk in the park for you. No problem, you should be able to fry them, okay? So you go through first guy's out in the open. There you go. Second guy's out in the open. They now go behind cover. And this is where you got right. You just got to be a little bit smarter with your bullets here. As you're going through, I think this is a gunfight. When we rewind, you're probably like kicking yourself. I think this is just a fight that you could easily have won this one. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just about like logically the second guy's gone round. I think right now you just have to track the first guy, knowing that he's going to be the one peeking you. Like, I don't mind you shooting, but right now this is where the timing has to be really quick, okay? There is 0 way that guy that you're shooting kills your teammate and then jumps back in the next 2 seconds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like he's committing to the fight now, right? So right now you should be like, right, the second guy's going to challenge me. And this you have to be a little bit quicker. You see? You're shooting the right, you're shooting the door. Just a little bit quicker there, you get that kill. But your teammates get 3. That's fine. Now, what I want to say is, again, I think your opponents play that really, really poorly. Really poorly. I would have liked you to play your life a little bit more, but it's okay, not the end of the world. Now, with 40 seconds left, you know that they're going to be simply at the back wall there. So this is where I think minimap awareness really, really has to come into play. What you've done is your teammates have basically got a 4-piece on the hill, okay? So this is where I want you to think, right, my teammates have got the kills on the hill. You're the red team. Where are they? So you have 2 people on the hill, and you have 1 teammate that just died. Where did he die? He dies here, okay? Perfect. So one of your teammate dies over here. You know all 4 of them spawn like back alley side, okay? So if it's me in my head, I'm thinking this is the plan from them. I think they're going to have at least 2 there. Maybe at push 2 there, okay? The point is they're going to be around this area. Would you agree with that?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah? So right now, if your teammate's kind of fighting like this, you are the magic person right now. You are the middleman where you can make all the plays, okay? You have so many options, and this is why I think people talk about solo queue. Oh, I don't know what to do. Your one play can literally change the game here. Well, that's a bit dramatic, but it can change the hill right now. 35 seconds left, okay? You're right there. What you're doing right now is I don't think you're judging the situation as well as you could. Straight away, you're pre-aiming your team, okay? But we have to remember, with the timing, the way that what's just happened is your team have control of the hill. Realistically, this is going to be pressure point number 1. This is going to be pressure point number 2. There's definitely a chance somebody goes up the ladder and pinches AC and goes behind you. Definitely a chance, okay? So right now, you have to be thinking of those 3 danger points. But what you're doing is kind of just reading the situation wrong. You're looking at the hill, and this is where just mini-map awareness is like, right, think about it. Why am I pre-aiming my teammate right now? Logically, this has no effect on the game, okay? So you need to think, right, what am I doing right now? Because I'm not actually having an effect. You need to be thinking, right, where are they coming from? And again, this is what I mean by minimap awareness. You're looking on the right here. Again, it's just logically, no one's really going to be around sneaking by. They haven't really had the opportunity to get through, okay? So that's why it's so important to look at the minimap. Now, I know that when we're breaking it down, we have a lot more time. But in the game, you have to be that quick, okay? You have to be like, right, my team get 4 down. They're going to be spawning back P2. They can't be here. They physically can't be P5. If there was 1 or 2 down, okay, maybe someone's there. But look at this. You're going to go through. And this is where I think you should be stopping them. So now you can see there's 2 people there. 2 people there. And again, you're looking right, looking left. You're kind of watching over your teammates. But you now know, like, they're going to have to come through your left. Your teammate has back alley. So your teammate has now got this back alley. And this is where I think you have to just look at the bigger picture. Okay? And this is where I really, really think you can start to just become a better player and start, okay, you know what? I was here. I'm not needed right now. My teammate has come all the way here. I'll tell you what, there's a chance number 3 can rotate round, right? There's definitely a chance of that. I'm actually going to go away. I'm going to go towards middle here, start rotating back. There's about 30 seconds left. I trust my teammate to get this. This is where I think you should start. You could start to rotate. Now, if your teammate here was rotated and they were putting a lot of pressure over here, I would say you're more than welcome to fight this. You're helping your team. This is about judging the scenario, okay? I'm going to do a little diagram I've started to do. And what it is this, okay? HP, so as the hard point, as the time goes down of the hard point, the priority for spawns go up, okay? So right now, with 30 seconds left, we're about the halfway point. I would say this should start to go up a little bit. You should start thinking about spawns. And this is where you need to look at the bigger picture. No one is holding spawns for you right now, okay? He pushes out, you should retract. Think of the bigger picture. Go through middle. Have a look through middle. See if you can cut anybody switching by. Go through. Back away. Maybe go top 3rd. Just get there early. You're okay to do that. Because right now, look what you're doing. You're having really 0 impact. Look. You're standing there. You're watching over. You're kind of nading the cut. But again, I don't expect you to really have an impact here. And perfect. Exactly what I said, right? Remember I said somebody could come through middle or through top? That's exactly what's happened. So because you're just watching this area, what's ended up happening is this guy has either jumped over top there, or he's cut through church or cut through the mid lane and he's come behind you. The point is you could have prepared for that flank about 10 seconds earlier and started rotating, right? So it's just about looking at the minimap thinking, what could I do in this scenario? Now, I fully expect you here to get the good spawns because I don't expect them to rotate yet. There you go. So I can see you've still got an okay spawn here simply because I don't expect your opponents to rotate. Again, against a better team right now, what I expect to happen... Let's go back a little bit. Against a better team, I don't think a good team there with 25 seconds left or 20 seconds left, I don't think they push this choke point because they know, right, it's going to be very unlikely we break it. I think what they do is they send 3 people through the right. They start to flip their spawns. They start to just heavy send for P3. Maybe they send 1 on the old hill, okay? So what against a good team, what is happening right now against a good team is this. You guys have 4 people holding 25 seconds against 1 person. You guys get the kill. He ends up spawning right there. Can you see that vision, how it's kind of playing out against a better team?
Yeah.
Against this team, again, no disrespect, but they won't think of the bigger picture, so they were actually pushing the old hill. But even then, even with them, 2 of them pushing the old hill, right? They still managed to flank you. They still managed to push through. So now there might be 1 person going chicken. They get the kill on you. Again, this right now, for you, is a red flag, okay? As soon as you die, you spawned here. You should be looking at the minimap. there is absolutely zero reason why you should be going towards P2 right now, okay? Every single bit right now in your head should be like, right, spawns 100%. No one's there, let's back away. We have to back away. That's exactly the mindset shift we need to have right now. Nothing to do with mechanics, simply about prioritization. 15 seconds left. What does that tell me? Hardpoint's gone down, spawn's gone up. This is a priority, number one priority. Let's go through, let's rotate. We need to make a play, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go forward. Going forward doesn't help you in this scenario. Now you're gonna back away, okay? So what you've done right there is what I wanted you to do, but we don't even want that little turnaround. We need to just be quicker than that, okay? Yeah. Again, I'm being very harsh on you because I want you to learn about how quick you need to be. Those 2 seconds right there are the difference between somebody standing there. Imagine right now, imagine you shoot this guy and he's standing there. You might get the kill. But those 2 seconds might be the difference between him standing here and him crossing through the back. Everything is about timing. Everything. So right now, you're going to go through, you're going to slide across again. You understand the scenario. You understand, oh, someone's there. And guess what? He's right there. He's actually rotated, okay? And this is the team that I'm saying, I don't think they're rotating too heavily. Against a better team, even more dangerous. Let's see how you approach this gunfight. I don't think that was a great way to approach it, but you still won it. I think if I'm the opponent right there, he should shoot you right now because you kind of just walked in there, but good shots from you. You get the kill. Fair enough. Good stuff. Going through, I'm happy with this, okay? Again, looking at the minimap, what can we do here? Thinking, right, where are they coming from? And I think what you're doing right now is you're just worried about the time, not the bigger picture. If I'm honest with you right now, I don't even stay on the time. I just know that there's going to be at least 1 or 2 people around. They're going to be the blue people, right? They could be behind. They could be anywhere right now. We don't know. The point is, I think this is what a lot of people do right now. I think people mistake this for kill whoring and objective. Once we get this kill, right, let's think of the bigger picture. You are by yourself over there. Let's just say there's 2 of them. We don't know, but let's just say there's 2 of them like this.
Okay.
If I'm you right now, I'm thinking, right, technically, my team just got a huge scrap time. We're up by 80 seconds. If I gave them 10 seconds here, and I played my life, and I got a kill off the spawns or something, and I'm holding spawns, is that a good play? I think I could say yes. If I jump on the hill without any information, and they kill me within 5 seconds, is that a good play? Probably not, right? And I think people in their head think, oh, let me just get the objective because I'm a good team player, I'm jumping on the hill. But you got to think long term. You sitting on the hill here for 3 seconds doesn't do anything for your team long term. Now, if the score was 249, I would say, yeah, get your ass on the hill. The fact that there's a long game to go, this is a chess match, okay? You got to think, right, what's the bigger picture? 100% it's the spawns. There's 60 seconds left of this hill. We need to be trying to get 40 of those 60. You doing this play right now, again, I'm okay with this if you had a bit more knowledge of where they are. We have no information right now, okay? And your teammates aren't with you. If they were closer, I would say this is fine. But can you see what I'm trying to say? Because your team's nowhere near you, it's like just play your life a little bit. Play the spawns a little bit. Try get those kills and spawn them out. Because you sitting on the hill right now, you're basically a sitting duck with no information. So let's see how much time you get. You get 2 seconds, okay. 3, 4, that's it. You get 4 seconds, okay? For me, those 4 seconds just are not worth it. They're really not worth it. And this is perfect. Look where you spawn. You don't even spawn far out. You actually only spawn there. But if I was to say to you, right, Koa, you have 2 options. This is option 1, okay? You get option 1 and you get 4 seconds on the hill. So that's your scenario 1. You get 4 seconds on the hill. Or option 2, you get 0 seconds on the hill, but you're over there. I'm taking option 2 all day long because I'm disrupting their setup. I'm making them look for me. I'm making them chase me. And every kill you get on them, they might spawn out. So, do you see the bigger picture there? You got 4 seconds. It doesn't do anything because guess what? Those 4 seconds you gave them, you got right there. So you got 4 seconds, right? They were on 9 points. Now look at this. They're on 13. So you just traded 4 seconds for 4 seconds. So you didn't get anything from that. And that's the point I want to teach people. Yes, you got 4 seconds, but you dying gave them 4 seconds. So now you're back to square one, but you're not spawning on the hill. And that's the problem. And you actually got away with it. Against a better team, you actually end up spawning over there. Okay?
Yeah.
So have you spawned there before on this hill? Because you can definitely spawn there. You can spawn right here, right? And from there, you're like, shit, now it's like 20 seconds away. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those ones where at the beginning of the hill, the spawn's a bit closer. But if there was like 2 seconds left of the old hill, the spawn you would have got was over here. And then you're like, oh shit, now I have to travel for 20 seconds. So it's just about playing for the bigger picture. Right now, again, I'm really expecting you to just... I think you die here because I saw you get shot. But I'm just expecting you to get into cover. Right now, you either go left or right here. Okay? Even this play here, I'm just not a fan of. I'm not right. I want you to be setting up into cover. Get into those power positions. At least you got away with your life there. So I'm happy with that. Now let's see what you do. Perfect. Your teammate gets a kills. Bigger picture. Right now, where do you think they're going to be right now?
Probably coming from P5 or the alley by P1.
Okay. So let's just see your red team right now, okay? So your teammate has just basically spawned around there because he's coming through there. We can safe to assume. You're going to be around there. And you basically have 2 people on the hill. Okay, so one just came from junk. He's going to be on the hill. And then, yeah, so you basically have 2 people on the hill. So yeah, I'm safe to assume that they're probably either going to rotate. Maybe one comes through here. Very unlikely that somebody comes through here. But for me, it's either there or that's really it. Maybe someone flanks me through middle. So what I'm doing is, if I'm you right now, is with 30 seconds left, I'm watching that area. I'm chucking a stun and grenade there. Okay, so I'm holding this area off. And then I'm actually thinking about the bigger picture again. I'm always thinking about the bigger picture. Right now, your teammates don't need you here. Right now, you're like their security guard. That's not needed. So this is good. You cover them. Again, if you chucked a stun there, I think you get the kill. Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? So let's go back to how I would have played this. So right now, let's chuck a stun. Maybe a little bit early, but let's chuck a stun. You know they're going to come from there. Perfect. You hit him. We get that kill. First guy. Let's just say we don't get that kill, whatever. You right now, again, bigger picture. I would have looked at middle. Okay, I would have looked at middle and realized, right, nobody's coming from there. Then I would have seen, oh shit, there's people coming from there. I then would have backed off. But the point is just checking middle and getting that information. Now you know they're all coming from there. Good. I want to see this more. Even that the way you chuck your stun and nade there, I want to see a bit more, like, a bit more methodical, right? Where you can cook that nade. Stun right there. Your stun kind of just, where you stun was actually here. Okay, if we look at your stun grenade, look what you did. You kind of just stunned the wall there. So again, just using your equipment really effectively, chucking a stun, chucking a nade, getting that kill. And that's what I said about middle. That's exactly what I said about middle. Nobody's flanking you right now because they're not spawning. They're spawning around this side here. So they're going to either come through middle and go behind you ladder, or they're coming P5. So right there, I think you're better off going middle, going top third, watching your middle, and then backing off and watching P5. Basically trying to trap them on this side of the map, okay? That's what we got to work on a little bit more. Just getting a bit more effective with your power positions. Just moving around a little bit more in terms of, okay, I'm on a power position. Let's watch 2 or 3 angles at once. That's what we need to be better at. You guys are up by 100 points here. So if you lose this, I'm going to be very, very surprised. Let's see what happens. So you go through. Next hard point. This one's a bit mixy. Again, you don't want to be caught with your gun out. I think just get in the power position. Right now, it's about, okay, you don't need to be just sprinting right now. Just thinking as an AR, where can I sit? My teammate's there. Where can I be positioned? Right now, you're going through. I'm okay with this right now. Again, bit of a random nade, but I think you might maybe get something from that. Same thing here. I think just going up top there. Again, you're doing the same thing I want you to do, just a little bit later, which is fine, but you're still doing it. There's going to be so many people that you're going to be fighting here. Okay. I think, again, it's just about... Yeah, I think right now you're not playing the AR role to its full potential. Right now, there's so much information you're missing, okay? This is the scenario right now. This is really important. You're at a point where P5's activated. You guys are now the blue team, okay? This is the whole scenario. Your teammates are here. Your teammates are trying to break this hill. You have managed to sneak past and bypass the guy in the hill, okay? There might be 1, maybe 2 people in the hill. We don't know. But this is a scenario. If you're going to bypass them, you have to be smart here. You have to be thinking, right, I've got past them. Again, bigger picture. What you need to be doing right now is playing for the reinforcements. So logically, they're going to come through either here, okay, or top third. But right now, you have to be playing for the reinforcements. Let's just say you play for this guy that comes over here on the right, okay? Let's say you played for him. Let's back off because I did see him a second ago. So right now, again, you go past. I don't even mind you leaving the guys on the hill if you're playing for the bigger picture. So right now, that guy, you should be looking at that guy. Look at your centering right now. This is where centering comes into it, okay? You should have killed this guy. Now, let's say you kill number 2, right? You've killed him. This is the play right now. The guys on the hill now are starting to be like, shit, someone's behind us. He starts to turn around. Yeah? You chuck your stun there. You just jump. You peek. You basically distract them so they both turn around and then your teammates are able to escape. You don't even need to kill these guys. Just distract them and then guess what? Play for number 4. All you're doing is distracting them. Without even doing anything, you're distracting them. They're worried about you. You now play for number 4. Or even better, go inside here. If you're going to go inside, okay, cool. You know what? You got inside. Flank the guy on the hill. Go underneath. Flank him. The point is to get these guys off the hill. They're all going to be putting pressure on your team. You've managed to flank, right? Make a play on the flank. Be quick here. Be decisive. You take out the first guy here. Perfect. Let's go. You take out the second guy on the hill. You go down. You take out the second guy. Go back up to the top there. Watch top third. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? You see like the difference though? Look how decisive I want you to be. Now look what you do. You stand on the hill, completely missing the fact that the other teammates are going to be watching that. Like, regardless of what level you're playing at right now, most people will have this area covered. Would you agree? Like, if you're on the other team right now, and they're spawning over here, right? And you're on the top third, this is a free kill for you. You're like, oh, what's this guy doing on the ledge? That's what we got to work against. Look, that guy's literally watching over. Okay? You just jumped over with not real any awareness. Look at that. This is what I meant. Imagine if you kill this guy, okay? And then Cole right there, Cole turns around because he's tweaking. Or imagine you go under the stairs and you kill Cole because Cole's in the hill. There were so many plays for you to do there, but you kind of just jumped off. And now look, you guys are in the same scenario. So just again, about that awareness we got to work on. But so far, you guys are in a good lead here. You're going forward. Even as you're maneuvering right now, I want to see some more slide cancels, a bit more awareness of where the enemies can be. Right now, where do you think the enemies can come from?
They could be coming from the alley off to the right there.
100%.
100%. They're rotating.
I agree. They could be coming behind you as well, but I would say the alley on the right. So right now, as you're going across, look, you're getting zero information. Okay? So right now, you should be sliding. As you're sliding, look on the right. Chuck a stun. Get some information. You see what I mean? Now, look, now you're there, but it's like, okay, cool. But somebody could have went to the left there. You got zero information. Let's see what you do here. So like we saw, somebody actually came behind you because he gets on the hill. So someone's actually behind you. Again, just how quick are we going to react to that? I'm okay with this play because you're waiting, but it's just about, okay, someone's obviously on the hill right there. And look, again, you've not looked at the hill once. And this is the problem. Let's see how long it takes you to look at the hill. Because just stuff like this, we got to be like, right, why are we not looking at the hill? Let's kind of work in it, okay?
Okay.
So like right now, you get the first kill. So right now, you should be like, cool, where's the guy in the hill? We need to go through and we need to get the kill here. But look what you do. Again, same thing. You're chucking a trophy down. And you're completely ignoring the guy in the hill. Okay? So right there, like, he could have easily killed you where you had the advantage there. You go forward. I like this play from you. I love this play from you. This is what I want to see more of. This play right here. Playing a different angle. But it's just about how impactful can you be. So even this bit right here. I don't want to turn it down because your guy's tweaking. But yeah, right now, you should just be so much more active on these kills here. Not necessarily pushing up, but just on this head glitch, just posting up, shooting these guys on the crosshair, just getting more kind of aggressive with how you're shooting them, not necessarily how you're running at them. But again, I'm okay with that. Big 2-piece, I think could just been a little bit more cleaner there, but that's fine. 3 go down, you're going to get, last 10 seconds. Got to rotate here, gets that P1. So with 10 seconds left here, again, same thing I spoke about earlier, right? Hard point, there's 10 seconds left. What does that tell you? That is 0, no seconds left on the hill. Basically no time, right? Spawn or setup. Same thing. For me, for P1, there's not really a set spawn. Obviously, you want the P2 spawn just for the next hill. But it's not just about the spawn. It's also about the setup, okay? So spawn setup priority for P1 should be this high right now. You see what I mean? This shitty little graph is going to be in your head, okay? Right now, look at the HP. How long's left? Little time. 10 seconds? Cool. Spawn setup priority should be all-time high for the next hill. Okay? So right now, 10 seconds left. What should you be doing? Setting up red. Setting up top third. Getting in those power positions. Right now, you should be top red. Okay? You should be top third. You should be on the power positions, watching over, getting the kills, making them trapped. But look what you're doing here. You actually, let me go for 5 seconds, okay? Now, by the time you get on the hill, there's 0 time left. I understand maybe you're watching the cup. I'm okay with that. But again, it's just about making you understand about the bigger picture. Because you're watching the car here. Good. You get the kill. You get a two-piece. First of all, bad play from your enemies. Again, they have 2 people in the old hill there. I don't agree with that. So they should have had only 1 there. Okay? But now look, you're pushing through again. And this is not the spawn you want. We're looking at the bigger picture right now. The bigger picture is P2. What you want ideally, right now on this setup, what you want is you want somebody top red and somebody top third, somebody on the hill, and then the other guy kind of, honestly, just playing around there. Maybe even sitting top AC. That is a perfect setup right now. Just kind of watching over and slowly starting to transition into P2. Right now, there's no reason for you to push up here. Okay, I can see what you're doing. I don't mind this. Like, it's hard to say because I don't mind you sitting here. But the only problem is I feel like you're pushed out so far right now that you're basically giving them the spawns for P2. And that's not what we want. Okay? And this I definitely disagree with. This is literally pushing out way too far. At this point, I would say to a level, I understand what you're doing. Now, I want to not be a hypocrite here. You can do this if you really understand the spawns. You really understand where the opponents are and where your teammates are. You can maybe push once, go for a pinch, okay? But general habit, this isn't a good play. Because now look what's happening. Look, you're finding them. Now they're top third, but look at this. That guy's going to spawn on P2. You're giving them the P2 spawns here, okay?
Yeah.
There's no way you lose this, right? You guys are up by 80 points.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay, but you say that, but right there, look what's just happened, okay? We've just given them the P2. So right there, this should be an opportunity where we clean up P1 and we get P2, we win the game. These are opportunities we cannot be given them. We cannot be given them. 20 seconds left. Look what you've done. All you've done is flip the spawn, okay? Your team still have control of the hill, which is fine, but you guys have flipped the spawn now. Can you see the spawn flipped? And honestly, that was your doing, okay? That was from you going and getting into P3. You've given them spawn now. So now we break the P2 and we're like, okay, hang on. We've given them spawn. We've actually spawned on the other side of the map here. The funny thing is you actually had that spawn and you gave it up for the scrap time. And you had the setup as well. So that's where we got to be really careful. So what you did right there was you pushed P1, you pushed for P2 spawns. Sorry, you pushed for the scrap time. You basically went through to P5 when we didn't need to. You pushed way too aggressive. You pinched the guys. You got the kills. And now they have P2. And this is where you have an 80-point lead. Let's see what happens here. Big kill. Good kill on the first guy. Great kill. Perfect kill there. You get 2-piece. Perfect. That's where you mess up again. So you get a 2-piece right now. This is fine. You have at least 10 to 15 seconds. Okay? As a team, you guys are 4v2. You know the last guy's over there. Take your time now. You're just constantly thinking of the hill. Think of the bigger picture. Where is that 4th guy? You got 2. The last guy's bottom there. Okay. Where's the 4th guy? Don't just jump out and run in the hill because it's very, very likely he's going to be watching the cross there. He gets a kill. Now look. Now he gets in the hill. And now look at that. Those 10, 15 seconds that you were rushing for, you've given it to them for free. And that is a time where you cannot lose and you cannot mess up there, okay? Going forward, now look. 20 seconds left. Shit, man, I need to be thinking about spawns right now. I need to be thinking about spawns. I can't be going old hill now. My teammates spawn out. This is a red flag. Right now, 25 seconds left, okay? Look at the minimap. Your teammate spawned out. That should scream red flag to you. Oh, shit. We're losing spawns. I need to back away, bro. I need to back off. Yeah, they might have these 20, okay? But I want the 60. This is where you back off, okay? Instead, you're doubling down. You're going to new. And now look. So not only are they now only 40 points down, you've given them spawns for P3. Okay? 2 hills in a row. You've not really cared about spawns. We need to address that. We can't be letting them have spawns. Again, I'm being harsh on you because I want you to understand, right, why are we giving them these spawns? If you're on P3 right now, if I give you a magic pen and said, where would you want to spawn for P3, where would you say?
Well, right behind it. In
Okay,
that
would you
general
say
spawn area.
right
Yeah,
here?
right there. Yep.
And if I said, where would you want your opponents to spawn? Where would you say?
P2.
Yeah? Maybe back here?
Yeah, right.
So I've given you a magic pen. You've wanted that scenario, but in the game, you've not set up for that. Your teammate spawned here, right? Your teammate spawned here. Now, you were the only person up that didn't die. So you were over there. So right now, if you want these spawns, logically, you have to get close as possible to those spawns. So you should be backing off, right? Instead, you double down and you ended up here. Right? That is the big difference. That route right there. This was your route. This is the route you should have taken, okay? back off, get those spawns, help your team out, okay? 2 hills in a row, and now this is what we can see, the blender. Now look how far you're spawning. Oh shit, we gotta push them now. Where is he? He kills you from top third. Remember what I said to you last time? This is actually goes full circle. Remember when you were sitting top third? And I said, this is you, right? You were watching this area. I said, right, go to top third. Watch the middle. That's what he's doing now. He's watching middle. He's watching left. He's kind of predicting the spawn. Exactly what you want to do. Exactly what you want to do. Let's go back even further. Do you remember on the first P2 rotation when you were watching red?
Yeah.
Remember I told you they're going to be pushing the right-hand side. You need to be watching that. Right. That's what he's doing. So this is what you were doing before. You were right here. The exact same scenario, he's standing there. So it's just about being quicker, being more efficient. Now look where you spawn. All the way here. It's not even that far because your teammates somehow broke the hill. Okay? So again, even with that spawn, you guys got fortunate. You guys somehow got in the hill. I don't know how, but you guys got in. I think right there again, it's just about using your pistol. Look how close you are. I think right now you just got to slide in with your pistol. That way you get... That's a great shot from him. Really good stuff from him. I think right there, you get a pistol, you slide at him, you win that gunfight, okay? Now you're spawning out. What you had was a 90-point lead. That's now gone. 10 seconds left, same thing that you're doing. 25 seconds left. You just have to go for the hill right now. You just go for the hill. If you die, you die. But right now, what you're doing now, honestly, is have zero positive impact for yourself. Look, you're going through, look, you're, okay, cool, you got rid of the trophy. These seconds are giving them time. Look what's happening. Now you rotate. 8 seconds left. It has to be quicker. Has to be a lot quicker there, okay?
Yeah.
But, alright, we're still in the game. Let's see what we can do here. We're still in the game. I'm going to forgive you because you just, again, you just moved to controller. So a lot of these gunfights I'm okay with. You're losing. Honestly, your shot's not bad considering you just moved to controller. I'm okay with this stuff, okay? That will improve. For me, it's mainly the rotational stuff. Mechanics will go through in a few weeks when you've had more time. So I'm not worried about you losing gunfights, okay? It's just about setting up in positions. 20 seconds left. Okay, I'm okay with you rotating there. That's not the end of the world. Slight mechanic thing we want to work on, but again, it will happen in time. It's just your sliding. I want to see a bit more slide cancelling from you, a bit more sliding generally. I feel like right now it's a little bit, it's not enough for me. So going forward, good kill. There's 2 right behind you. So let's see what you can do here. A little bit unfortunate. I think could play that slightly different there, but again, this is just, right now it's just so mixy. It's just literally a bang out of like fucking trades. Bigger picture. Right now, I'm thinking of P3, P4. Sorry, P1. I'm thinking of P1 and P2. Who's going to win the game? It's probably the guy that gets P1 and P2. So right now with 30 seconds left, I'm actually thinking of the bigger picture. First of all, I'm what's it called? Right now, this is just not a push you want to be doing. Let's go back and think about this scenario right now. Where you're sitting right now, you've got the high ground. From this angle right now, you have everything. What you could have done is just watch over your team right now, chuck a stun and nade, slow them down. You have the angle here, okay? You have the angle here. But what you've done is you've given up the angle to sit behind this. Okay? Your teammate should have stayed on the hill, but he's pushed out. Right now, you have to be sitting on the hill. He's pushed out. You just have to be on the hill right now. But look what you do. You push it, and again, there is zero reason, whether you're keyboard, mouse, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii, whatever, to be switched, to be pushing right now, there is zero reason, okay?
Yeah.
This is just like, okay, why are we pushing? Right, bro? So come right there and be like, okay, cool. What was the benefit there? There really wasn't any. So if you got to be thinking of the bigger picture. I know you're a smart player. Right now, my teammate's on the hill. I'm going to watch over him. Stand here. Chuck a stun, chuck a nade. Watch over him. Oh, shit. My teammate's pushing out. Let me get the hill. This is big time to waste it. This is 25 seconds. Let me get that hill. Let me make sure we have that. All right, bro? Go through, you end up dying. Again, bigger picture. P1, I want to see you go to top now. I want to see you go top right now. Let's see what you do here. Just be a bit careful in the red, but you're going to kind of ignore that. It's okay. At least you get to top. This is where I want to see you stay now. I want to see you watch your right, though. You've got to be very careful here. At least you're top. This is good. I'm okay with this right now. Just sitting top. Don't jump down. Oh. Yeah? But you see what I mean by urgency. Your urgency of the hill is just too much. Okay, you see him right there. Instead of jumping down, let's just watch for the reinforcements. This is the thing you got to remember. This is what smart people do, okay? Right now. This guy's in the hill by himself. If I jump down to kill him, his teammates are going to kill me. What do? Let me use him as bait. Let me forget him. He can have 10 seconds. I'll give it to him. That's fine. I'm going to work around him, kill his teammates, and then pinch him on the hill. Look what you've done. You should have killed this little chef over there. That should have been a kill from you. And then the guy in the hill is by himself. Now look. That guy in the hill actually jumped out. You would have got that kill too. You see what I mean? If you stayed alive right there, this guy, you would have killed him. That guy wouldn't have pushed you. You probably could have won the game simply from that. But instead, you push through, you die. Shit, now they're in choke positions. You die again. 20 seconds left. You know what? Let's chalk it up. We have to rotate here. We have to push through. We have to rotate. Let's see what happens. I'm leaving this time. I don't care about this time. They need to get 38 seconds on the next hill. They've proven they can get that. These 5 seconds are irrelevant to me, okay? Honestly, at this scenario, I don't care about these 5 because they have the setup right now. So I need to be pushing in. I need to be getting these kills. You go forward. Your teammates on your right, what can we do here? You go through. There's a guy there, right? Again, it's getting mixy right now. It's getting mixy. We've got to go for a different angle. Let's see what we can do here. You spot one. Great shots. Fantastic shots. Right, we've taken him off the hill. Let's get the guys back alley now. Again, it's just about coming from the same angle, okay? I think right now, just being a bit unpredictable, you're kind of mixing it up a little bit. And it's getting mixy now. It's getting really mixy. You're going to push through. I don't mind you doing this because of how mixy the game's getting. It's just, let's see what you do. Let's see if you clutch this one out. And again, just hesitation right now. They're going to win right now. They're going to win the point, and you're backing away. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need for hesitation. You got to get there as quick as possible. Even right there, I know it's a small detail, but right there, those 2 seconds you wasted. What if you went right there? You should have been on the red window. You see what I mean? Like, think about logically, like, right now, you're not going to be able to shoot him. You should have been red window trying to pick his head off. Just small details. Now, overall, considering you've just moved to controller, I'm okay with how you played in terms of your gun skill. I think that can definitely be improved. But you've just moved, and I think you got potential there. But map awareness, rotation, stuff like that isn't keyboard or controller dependent, okay? That is down to you and your awareness. You told me you really want to make it high in the competitive scene. That's why I was harsh on you, because like you said, I'm recording this for you, so when you watch it back, you can be like, shit, this was so obvious. Why have I done this, okay? In about a week's time, the more you play, you're like, right, I'm not making those same mistakes again. There were so many repetitive things there that we can work on, and it applies to all the maps, okay? So YouTube, you guys know the drill. Make sure to drop a like for the boy Koa. Show him some love in the comments. I was pretty harsh on him because I want him to improve. And if I was a bit savage, let me know in the comments, man. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. And remember, show some love to Koa for letting us share it. And I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.